Hey everyone. So I wanted to give a couple more updates. This one I'm sending out. This is on Monday, March 30th. So it's the start of week 3 of quarantine. I hope you're all holding up well, and I wish I could hear you say how you're doing and hear from you all. But I wanted to send you some updates and let you know what's going on, let you know any changes that have happened, and just kind of keep in touch with you. I'm probably going to try to send out updates like every Monday just so that it's a consistent basis and you know when to expect it. It could change, but I'm holding myself to that type of schedule for now just so that you can know what to expect as well. But so first, I just want to update you that to cover all fronts, I'm going to be sending these videos not only on through email now and posting them to my YouTube page. I'll be doing that as well still, but I'm also going to be posting them on the Schoology updates. Just so that when you go to Schoology, you can access everything. You can go to any updates that I've sent. You can see all the emails that I've sent there. You'll be able to get all the links that I've sent there. You can obviously get to the daily agenda board there. Like, everything is going to be there. And same, hopefully, with other classes as well, so that you have everything all in one place. I know I've gotten a couple or a good amount of feedback about the complications of using Schoology and the issues of it. And while there's definitely things to work out, I think it is helpful to have everything kind of in one place. So I'm going to still send you emails and still send these links through email so that you get them as well. But they will also be through Schoology, so you can always get them there as well, just so you know. With that in mind too, you no longer need to go on and join the Google Classrooms that I asked you to with the codes that I put in that first email, just because as I was talking about it and as I was bouncing ideas off of other teachers and things, I decided that it's going to be just easier to simplify it, and rather than having you sign into a new thing and learn how to do that, rather anything that I would have done through there, I'll just do through Schoology. That's going to be coming in like future weeks. So don't worry about that yet. But if you didn't end up getting on, if you didn't end up setting that up in your Google Classroom, don't worry about it. You don't have to. If you did, that's fine. But yeah, we're not going to use it. Just so that you know going forward. It'll all be through Schoology, as much as I can. So in terms of grading and updates of things like that, I'm going to be done with, or I'm going to be caught up with all grades by the end of this week. So in Schoology, everything should be up to date, your grades, grade-wise, by the end of this week. So with that being said, if you are failing or if you have a D in my class, then you will be getting an email individually from me, and likely to your parents as well, just so that we can all work together to make sure that you have opportunity to get that back up, because now our third and fourth term are merged and we don't have finals anymore. So there's going to be some changes, obviously, to the grade book, but in terms of what you had done prior to us going on this hiatus from school, it's going to look the same. And for people who are making or who have missed work and they need to make up work, I still want you to send that to me. You still need to, if you didn't send me like an essay or anything, or if you have outstanding work that you owe me, then definitely still get it to me. That's still really priority, and that's going to help your grade. Grades are still going on, so definitely be checking those, but everything will be in there. Everything should be updated by the end of this week, just so that you know when you can check it. And then after that, I'll be sending out some emails to people who might be in a danger zone and need some extra help before. And hopefully you're able to use this time to boost your grade, not drop it. So your diary projects, I've had some questions about those. Your diary projects should be done at this point. They were supposed to be due that Tuesday after we went on this break. And since we didn't end up meeting to hand those in, they're a physical project, like there's a physical product of it, and the rest of it you kind of already handed in anyways. So I'm still not going to have you submit those digitally at this time, but you should be done with them, because like all the stuff you should hopefully have been done with them already. If you're not, I would get on that just so that you don't have to do it later, because it's going to come back no matter what. It's not going to go away. Especially because you basically finished them. I'm either going to at the moment, I'm still having the plan to have you hand them in the day that we get back from this break, this time off from school. But if things change, if we end up not being back in school or not being back in school as soon as we hoped, which has already happened a couple times, then I might have you hand them in digitally at some point, which would just be like taking photographs, taking a quick video of yourself talking, something like that. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But you should be done with your diary projects. Just get that out of the way, finish those up, and be done with those so that when those need to be handed in, you are ready to go. And there won't be, I'm not going to give like additional time if we come back to school for you to work on them or anything. It'll be just due right away since we had the time already. So keep reading for your outside reading projects. Definitely. Hopefully you all picked a book and you're just doing some independent reading anyways, just because it's a lot of time. I know I've been able to read a little bit more, which is nice. And something that I like personally have a hard time with sometimes during the school year because I get bogged down and it's busy. I know you're all busy as well, but hopefully you're able to take this time and read a little bit still. Things that you really enjoy, like pick out things that are interesting to you and that you want to read. Keep reading them. At this time, I'm still planning, hopefully at some point to do an outside reading project, like maybe when we get back, but I didn't post that assignment on my agenda board yet, just because, we've had a lot of meetings back and forth with the English department as a whole, so everyone who teaches English in the school, and we're really trying to focus in on like what is the most vital stuff that we're going to be working on during this time. What are skills and things that we want you guys to have and gain during this time, and really just the essential stuff. So the outside reading projects, I'm going to push for now. I still want you to keep reading. That doesn't mean you shouldn't read, but I'm not going to give you an assignment right away until maybe we would come back. But in lieu of that, instead, in the coming weeks, we're going to be starting to work on some more persuasive writing. And I'm going to try to make this as applicable to your lives as possible. It's not going to be like really based on a text that we read in class or anything. It's going to be really more based on your life and your thoughts and your opinion, which is why persuasive writing can be really interesting. So hopefully that can be something that we will have a good time with and that it can be interesting to you and it won't feel like too much effort necessarily. It'll still obviously be learning, but in a kind of different way, obviously, because we're not in the classroom every day. But this week, this Monday through Friday, until April 3rd is still considered an enrichment week where we're not doing graded work yet. We'll go back to that after the end of this week, and things will kind of shift then, and I'll obviously give you more updates when that comes and when we know more and when we've decided and hammered out all the details of that. But for the moment, it's still an enrichment week, which means that basically I am... So similar to last week, I'm just giving you some things that I found. I'm linking some things that I found below that I think you might find interesting, that you might find value in, and hopefully you'll take a look at and do some work with or find some enjoyment out of. So I linked below a link to Ivy League courses that you can take for free right now. So they're all online courses. All these Ivy League colleges have opened up a bunch of different courses that you could take online, and you don't have to pay for them at all. All you have to do is sign up. I just signed up for a couple of them. I think they're really interesting. A couple of them are really related to things that we're doing. One of them is going to be related to what we're doing in the coming weeks. It's called Rhetoric, the Art of Persuasive Writing and Public Speaking. So that obviously is really tied into what we're doing right now, or what we're going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. But so you can take a look at those, see if any of them interest you. They have like a range of topics from like math, science, personal development, anything like that. There's a ton of different ones. So you can take a look at those, see if you're interested in any of them. And it's kind of cool because you can get to see what a lot of like college courses look like prior to being in college, and maybe even do some of them for this time off. So you can access the materials for it. Like you can watch the videos and stuff. You don't have to take the quizzes. You don't have to do any of like you. It's self-pacing, so you can do what you want of it, and kind of do it to the degree that is comfortable for you. But so that's one. And I'm also linking another journal prompt below that one of the fellow English teachers came up with, and I think it's really nice. So if you want to use that as one of your weekly journal assignments or prompts, then you could do that. If you don't want to, that's fine. You can write about anything else too, but those are there for you in case. And I would still encourage you to listen to Lore. I know I've been still listening to those, and all of that is really just good stuff to keep up on and hopefully entertaining. Let me know if you listen to any of the Lore episodes and if you like them, or if you find any that are really interesting. I've been listening to them from the oldest episodes, so from like episode 1 on. I know some people, when it comes up on Spotify, you can listen to them on Spotify or online. They start as the newest first, and so some people will listen to the newest first. I like doing it in order, but if you find ones that are newer and you want to send them to me, I love hearing about them. So all of that, I think that answers most of the questions, most of this information that I have for right now. Again, I'm going to be posting, this is obviously going on my YouTube page. I'm sending this in an email form, but it's also going in Schoology updates, so it should be accessible to you. I'm going to try to update the agenda board a little bit more, just because it's been hard to update it with all these changes going on, but I think once we get back to this, so past this week, once we get back to a more normal kind of schedule, I'm going to have like office hours where you can come and talk to me and ask questions and things like that specified in a schedule with all of our teachers so that there's no overlapping. So things like that are going to be rolled out next week, and with all of that, we'll have a little bit more structure, which is helpful, and I'll be updating all the agenda board and all of that a little bit more. So keep a lookout for all those updates, keep a lookout for emails, updates in Schoology, and try to enjoy, get outside. I know it's been kind of rainy, but hopefully you're able to go outside and do something fun in this time and use it wisely, because it's not often that you get something like this. And hopefully all of you stay healthy. Like don't go and be in big groups. I had a friend of mine go to basically like it was a joke, like end of the world party, and then 2 people got coronavirus from it. So and that's so far. So it's just not a good idea. Take those things, spend time by yourself, but try to go outside and enjoy it as much as possible. All right, I will talk to you soon, and I'll send more updates to come. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.